Yo. The story begins in the pressure chamber of the Cold War, where two superpowers stared at each other across oceans of suspicion and technology. Rockets were no longer just machines of exploration. They were symbols of dominance, proof that one ideology could rise higher than the other. Every launch carried more than astronauts. It carried the reputation of an entire nation. By the late 1960s, the race had become desperate. The Soviet Union shot the world first. Sputnik circling the planet, Yuri Gagarin crossing the edge of the sky. Each milestone echoed like thunder through Washington corridors. Engineers worked day and night inside NASA facilities, while politicians demanded victory in the most visible contest humanity had ever created. Landing on the moon became more than science, it became survival for national prestige. In July 1969, televisions across the world flickered with the same grainy image. A figure descending a ladder toward pale lunar dust. Millions watched the moment in awe as words drifted through the static, announcing that mankind had taken its first step beyond Earth. History sealed the moment instantly, but in the decades that followed, another narrative quietly grew in the shadows of the official story. Some observers began studying the footage frame by frame, asking questions about details most people never noticed. They looked at the way shadows stretched across the surface, a strange clarity of photographs taken in a hostile environment, the behavior of dust and light under conditions few cameras had ever tested before. To them the images felt unusual, not impossible, but strange enough to provoke suspicion. They wonder whether the impossible political pressure of the Cold War might have created a scenario where victory mattered more than absolute transparency. After all, space exploration was not just a scientific mission, it was propaganda displayed on a planetary scale. What if the public broadcast was something different from the actual mission? The theory imagined secret facilities where controlled environments replicated lunar terrain under studio lighting. Massive sets built with meticulous precision, engineers calculating how low gravity would affect movement, while directors studied camera angles capable of convincing an entire planet. In this version of history, the goal was not deception for its own sake. It was psychological victory, a demonstration of technological supremacy designed to secure morale and geopolitical dominance in a conflict where perception mattered as much as reality. Critics of the theory respond with detailed explanations, physics, telemetry data, lunar rock samples, independent tracking stations across multiple countries. To them, the evidence confirms that astronauts truly walked on the moon, but conspiracy thinkers point out something else. Powerful institutions rarely reveal every detail of their operations. Intelligence programs, current tell experiments, and classified technologies often remain hidden for decades before fragments finally surface. The history of secrecy fuels imagination. It keeps a question alive long after the original broadcast faded into the archives. So the debate continues in late night conversations, online forums, and quiet research sessions where curious minds revisit the old footage, searching for answers between the frames. Was the moon landed exactly what the world was showing? Did the Cold War produce a story more complicated than the public version? The truth may live somewhere beyond rumor and certainty, locked in forgotten files, buried in technical reports, or preserved in memories of engineers who carry secrets to their graves until every archive is open. The moon itself remains silent, and that silence leaves space for theories to grow. Because whenever history is written under extreme pressure, some people will always wonder whether the full story ever reached the light. Reach the light, reach the light, reach the light, reach the light.